Wow, this chart just got me so excited, even my neighbors are in radius of the splash zone. Guys, this is huge. We have to dive in and take a look at this chart because this is absolutely something you need to pay attention to. It shows a very specific move in a very short amount of time, and if this does happen, guys, full on breakout mode, we will see, if this does happen, we will see the 13 and 14 in a very short amount of time, 13 and 14,000, because this move is very specific. And again, it's very similar to a move that we saw recently. You can see here, we really got to go into detail with this. This is absolutely mind-numbing, juicy, tooty, fruity price action. This is huge. I cannot wait to share this with you. And as well, Bitcoin clearly, again, trying to test this 10K. Is this going to be likely in the next day or two? Because it looks as though this thing just wants to continue pushing higher. If we switch to the 4 hour, guys, we get a really clear picture of this. Very impressive. Is this just the beginning of this upward move? And that plays very much into the first chart and how everything is going. Guys, altcoins continue to pump. So cool, so great. We need to tell you what that means. And Bitcoin now entering zone 3 of our chart. You guys will definitely not want to miss this. And now, without further ado, it's time to get your buttered biscuits out of the oven and watch these charts. Wow, thank you guys so much for joining me here for this very special late night episode. Crypto, we have huge news that we needed to come on and share with you tonight. We just could not wait, guys. And we in fact think that by the time this video does get uploaded, and by the time you might wake up, depending where you are in the world, within the next 12 to 24 hours, this huge move might have already been in play, and that's what we want to talk about in this video. There are so many scenarios for this cryptocurrency market right now, but this one that we're going to talk about is pretty much the bullish of the bullish scenario, and it does look like it is being set up, so we need to get into it and share it with you today. So guys, without any further ado, thanks so much for joining me. To enter for this giveaway of ledgers, we're going to be giving away all 3 of these this month. In fact, we're going to be giving away one of these actually for the next few days. All you have to do is leave a comment below, and guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, turn on the ding ding bell, make sure those ding notifications are on, and we can just jump into the video. So guys, I had this tweet just a few hours ago, okay? You're going to want to check this out. Hang on. We've uncovered something extremely interesting in the Bitcoin charts, but I'll be honest. It's basically do or die, ride or fly. Now this last huge thing Bitcoin has to do to confirm, this massive reversal is coming up, and there is a projected date for this as well. So we cannot wait to get into it with you guys today, and we're going to lead up to it a little bit, okay? Because this is the chart we really want to focus on, but we do have a few things that we want to talk about before we jump into that. Guys, so here on the daily chart, you can see here, we're now entering our most crucial level, zone 3 here of this uptrend that has been guiding us for the past 3 months in this cryptocurrency market. It's been absolutely gorgeous, and this is absolute scenario number bull mode, basically. This is scenario that, if you have kids, this is the scenario that you're going to get those kids through college, or maybe you'll spend it on something more worthwhile, like not your kids. Oh, just kidding, everyone out there with kids. Gotta love them. What would I do without them? I thank gosh every day for my 7 beautiful little dwarves. Guys, let's take a look at this. So it's very likely that what we just saw over the past day is the beginning of yet another massive trend upwards over the next few days, guys, because we've been seeing them over and over again. We've seen breakout after breakout after breakout. And now there is a specific target for this next breakout, and it is the 4th and most beautiful of these, because what will it mean? It will mean we are finally setting a higher high on these charts. This is extremely important, but it leads up to something even more exciting. So guys, as we explained in videos before, we have gotten this bullish 21,200 EMA cross before, okay? It happened back in 2015, and it led to the bull run of 2017, where Bitcoin increased by thousands and thousands. Other cryptocurrencies increased by thousands of percents, okay? The altcoin market bull run of 2017 was absolutely massive, and it happened after a specific cross. Now, we got it once before again, similar to the last time. In fact, we got 2 crosses before it was actually confirmed. This is the first one. You guys remember the second one here, right here, that we just got recently, and it's actually lining up perfectly with some of these other charts that we want to get into. Okay, so let's take a look here. Before we get into this chart here, let's take a look on the hourly chart, the 4-hour chart. Bitcoin clearly in a breakout position, trying to gain momentum here. Now, this is so important because of this, guys. Okay, clearly this is the entire breakout over the past month. The breakout of that inverse head and shoulders is here, okay, right here. This was the breakout right around here, and you see where it went from there. So potentially within, this potential cup and handle and everything, so many breakout signs for right here that would make this massive. But something you also see in here as well is that this channel has been very similar to a channel that we had of the last breakout with the exact same 21 200-day EMA cross. Now this channel right here looks like it has a lot of potential for upside. Okay, now that is a strong possibility, but we need to keep our eyes on something important. So after we bounced off the bottom of this channel that we did just about yesterday here, right at the end of the 4th, so basically February 4th, the night of it, into February 5th, here in the US, this thing bounced straight up here. You can see this parallel line. It's basically been hitting here perfectly. You can see all the circles here. Okay, you see it here, 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 here. Now we do expect, for many reasons actually, and we really think, we hypothesize this is the most bullish scenario here. And we think there are a million reasons why, including this cup and handle, including some signals here on the daily chart as well. Okay, but a breakout to here is so important for a few reasons. For one, a retest here to the top of this channel about actually it's a little over 10.5. Now what that breakout would do as well, if you guys can see here, the top of this channel, where we are now, the top of this channel is about between 10.5 and 11. It's actually, it gets higher as every day goes, but it's actually right around almost 11K right now. So that would put us above this high of back in October of 2019. It would put us above this. Now that's very key, but most importantly, it would take us into this trading range here, guys, and break this area and find some very strong, most likely resistance right here, right around 11K, which if you guys remember this descending triangle back in the summer of 2019 after the massive uptrend, this massive uptrend, thousands of dollars for Bitcoin, 4,000 to like 14,000 in just 2 months. Okay, are we seeing a similar pattern here repeat? Now that's very exciting. So that's very exciting for the short term. But why is this time different? Why, if this happens again, okay, if this happens again and Bitcoin breaks out, let's say it really does do this, what makes this time different from the last time? Who's to say that we just don't go in another downtrend for 7 months, okay? Well, that is exactly what we need to talk about here. For one, we have now set, if we switch to this chart here, we have set a higher low right here. You can see that. This was the original one here. We have our second bullish cross, which as of the last bull market of 2015 going into 2017, this exact thing happened here. Okay, we have indicators across the board. This time we broke out of a descending triangle, fell into an ascending triangle and broke out. Now this time it's a little bit different. We have been in a 7-month descending channel. We broke out of that. We've actually confirmed it numerous times. As you can see, if I zoom in here, guys, look at this. Okay, where we've been testing for support each time are key levels, even within the last few months. Okay, we have this key level here. We bounced up here. We found resistance initially right at the top of this descending channel, as expected, but we ended up breaking and skyrocketing past that. But then we came back down and we found support right here on the 21 daily moving average, as well as the very tippy top of this pattern that was previous resistance. Same thing happened then, a breakout here, found some resistance right at the 200-day moving average, huge, by the way, absolutely huge, came back down, found some support here. And when we did that, we broke out of the 200-day moving average, we came back down here, found some support right at the 21-day again, and then also right here, the bottom of this one. So twice now we've found support at these key levels, here and here. Now guys, you probably already know that this is huge resistance right here, and that's why we've spent some decent time trading here. But clearly you can see this trend does want to break up. Now it's very important and crucial that we do break up here, and as soon as we break this area here, this is the key thing to watch. As soon as we break 10.5, I personally think that is going to be a very strong move. I think the market will just show itself completely that it wants to break. And again, once we do that, we start getting into some extremely exciting territory. Guys, I do want to say though, because of that tweet, it's ride or die. This is absolutely true. This needs to happen, and it needs to happen concretely. It needs to 100% definitively happen. Most importantly, I do think ultimately the ultimate level that we get above and get extremely bullish is not necessarily 20,000. Obviously, that would be new all-time highs above that. That is extremely exciting. However, I would be basically more bullish than that if we did one thing, and that's break the 13.8 right here. So as soon as we do that, that is basically the last signal, the ultimate signal here that bull mode is fully initially initiated. Because again, guys, we are in basically full bull mode right now, but that is going to be huge, and you'll need to stop and catch your breath because things will get crazy way too fast. Believe me, it'll be extremely exciting if we do enter the $20,000 range for Bitcoin and altcoins as well. Everything follows, and we start seeing crazy breakouts all the time. But I'm telling you right now, you want to be ready and prepare for such a scenario early. Okay, you don't want to get caught with your tail between your legs, like a little scaredy cat. Okay, you don't want to be caught like a little scaredy cat. Do you guys want to be? I definitely don't think that you guys want to be a scaredy cat. So I 100% think, you know, it's key to watch this pattern here, because of how similar it was to this pattern here. We need to do something a little bit different. But again, I do definitely think that it is very much in the cards. It's very much possible that our next move is up to that $10,000 to almost $11,000 area. 10,000 has been tested so much right now. And if 10,000 breaks, I do think we are going to see some crazy price action. Guys, keep in mind, if 10,000 breaks, 14,000 is right around the corner. We could see a move from 10 to 14 to 20,000 and be in all-time highs. Guys, this is going to sound unbelievable, but that could happen. That could happen within the next month, even the next 2 months. I think it would be more likely within the next 2 months, if anything, because 1 month gives us a fair amount of time. But within the next 2 months, that's what we could see. Now, we always see pullbacks, and we've seen them so far. But again, if we're actually in ultimate bull mode right now, then sometimes these pullbacks that we've been seeing, okay, pullbacks like this, sometimes these are enough, and the trend just continues. And to end the video, I want to give you one example of that. So let's actually zoom out, and we can go to the history of Bitcoin. Okay, remember this, 2015, the same cross that we had here, the same one that we just got confirmed here. Okay, look at this, basically straight up for 2 years. And I definitely think it's possible and likely that we see something similar or even bigger. This into next year. I think these next 2 years will be absolutely stunning, and you guys need to be prepared for it. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.